Okay, we have a 2006 Kia Spectra with a manual transmission doing the flywheel, pressure plate, disc, and throwout bearing on this car. This has the 2.0 liter motor in it, and this is found in 99 and up Hyundai Tiburons, I believe, and Elantras, and has the same transmission. This has what is known as a pull-out style clutch. As you see, the new throwout bearing I already have installed on the transmission behind the clutch fork. I have it extended forward at the moment. You see the sleeve coming out of the front of the throwout bearing. That's what snaps into the back of a little ring on the back of the pressure plate itself. And once the two are together, they don't come apart. So that is why it is important. Do not install this throwout bearing to the back of the pressure plate prior to putting the throwout bearing in the transmission behind the clutch fork. The key to removing one of these transmissions is this lever right here that actuates the throwout bearing on the car. The lever itself needs to be removed because otherwise the pressure plate is locked to the throwout bearing, and you can pry on this transmission all you want. You might get about a ½ inch, but it's not going to let go of it. So you just take the bolt out and the sleeve comes right off. You might have to pry a little harder than that because I've already had it off. But that allows the clutch fork to pivot forward and allow the throwout bearing to stay connected to the transmission's pressure plate and go off as you pull the transmission backwards. This car is a 2006 Kia Spectra, like I said, and you don't have to lower the subframe. There's enough room to pull the transmission back just by doing a little bit of playing with the struts and the tie rod ends, which I'll show you in a moment. As you look at the back of the pressure plate, you can see the little ring that the sleeve on the throwout bearing slides into and snaps into. Here's the old pressure plate with the throwout bearing still attached, as you can see, and that ain't coming off of there. Like I said, this is a 06 Kia Spectra. I removed the electric radiator fan just to get it out of my way. Unbolted the lower motor mount, but still left it bolted in place. Got a jack holding the engine up right now. And on both sides of the car, I took loose the top two bolts going to the strut off of the spindle and off the tie rod end. And it allowed me to pull the axle back far enough to snap it out on this side. Other side, I just simply remove the axle. Other than that, it was just taking the linkage off of that there. There's two little clips that takes the actual linkage off the sprocket that's mounted to the back side of the motor. The back side of the motor, I went ahead and just totally disassembled the motor mount. As you see, I just rigged up a 2x4 with some rubber across the fenders with a simple little strap to help hold the transmission in place as I move it around. I was able to use the alignment tool, but I had to trim it because you just don't have enough room for the entire thing, but it still worked just good. Well, now I'm getting ready to put this thing back together. I hope this helped anyone that's trying to get one of these pull-out style transmissions out of a car. Like I said, it covers, from what I understand, a 99 Hyundai Elantra and Tiburon, and who knows what other models of Hyundai and Kia. But this is the 2.0 4-cylinder with a manual transmission. And another little tip, you'll need a 32mm bolt to get the axle nut sockets off the 2006 Hyundai Kia. Well, this is a Kia Spectra.